think that if I do it more for him, listen, like that, if I pick up his kids, if I give him as much sex as he wants, if I turn him out, if I show him I'm that ride or die chick, I'm that chick, right? Then the more I do, they think that I'm going to get his affection. But that ain't how men operate. And y'all can tell me this. Watch this. A man doesn't commit to the woman for what she does for him. He commits to her based on who she is to him. Now watch this. If I look at that same woman and I look at a woman who nurtures me, empowers me, helps me to grow, supports me, all of a sudden the way I look at her brand becomes different. So I put her in a different category.
Man, I think both things could be true, but I would say this. There has to be a component. I don't know too many women that are just going to sign up only to just pour into a man, and that man does not pour anything into that woman, right? I do agree that she plays a vital role, and I do agree that, you know, the things that he does for her will always be reciprocated, but it's always presented to me in one manner.
What?
Yeah, even the host was looking like he was confused about what the man was talking about. Like, God damn. What's the difference, though?
Well, I mean, I can tell you.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you how I look at it, right? Because you can have women can do a lot of things for you, but it may not be necessarily what you need or what's good for you. So if a woman is,
You know what? No, I got it, JR.
Okay.
Balance. You remember when you said, why do these spaces exist? You remember when you asked that question earlier about why do these spaces exist?
You say you were going to tell me why.
Yeah, he's answering a question. Why aren't these men committing to us? First of all, you're trying to solve a problem. He was trying to give an answer to a problem that shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't be expecting a non-committed man to commit. So,
and you shouldn't expect a woman that's not married to show how to be a wife.
Wait. That's not where I'm going with that. So, of course, when he says something like you can do because that's what a woman coming in and say is that I cook for him, I watched his kids for him, I did this for him, and he just won't commit to me. And what he's basically trying to answer is, yeah, a man doesn't commit based off of what you do for him. He commits based off of who you is to him. No, he ain't committing because he don't want to commit. You asking a non-committal man who doesn't want to commit to you, you're trying to get him to commit to you. That's a non-starter. He doesn't want to commit. So either accept the role that you have with him or move on. He's trying to solve it. That's why it didn't make sense to me when he was explaining, because I'm like, that don't make sense. You're trying to solve a problem that shouldn't be a problem for a woman. She shouldn't be asking how to get a man that doesn't want to commit to her, how to get him to commit. There's nothing you can do. But a man who wants to commit will see all of those things that you're doing for him and double down on why he wants to commit to you. Damn, man, she does this for me. She does that for me. I already wanted the woman. I already wanted to be with her, but goddamn, she's doing even more than I expected. Hell yeah, I'm going to take this woman. But if he's out there dabbling around, fucking other different women and all that, and he doesn't want to deal, he like, I don't want to commit. I'm happy where I'm at. He's right. Ain't shit you can do that's going to get him to commit to you. But his second part of that don't make sense because you're answering a question that shouldn't even be a question, because you shouldn't be asking a question, because you should know you can't mold stale bread.
This sounds like a crossword puzzle to me, listening to him speak. Like, I don't know what he's saying.
I thought I was the only one. I knew I wasn't the only one.
I'm a woman, and I like I said, I can't speak for men, so I don't really know how to answer it from a man's perspective. But from a woman's perspective, he sounds like he's just speaking for himself. Like, I don't know what he's talking about, but he sounds like he's speaking about a singular life experience, his own, and that's how he dates women and marries women, and that's how he thinks. And he's projecting that on men as a whole. But I don't even know men that speak like that. It's a little strange, honestly. And if he said that to me, I don't even think I would want to commit. I don't get it. I don't even want to commit to what he's talking about. Like, I don't even understand. It's a little strange. So I'm a just say, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. But yeah, it was a crossword puzzle, and it's still not solved in my brain what he was talking about. But I just think that a man commits when he's ready to commit. Like a woman can't force a man to do anything. It has to be a choice of his own. And that's just, it is what it is. But I did have a question for Sweeney though. Like Sweeney, did you perceive me being aggressive with you today?
Nah, man.
Okay.
Panels, we've been on panels multiple times. I know how you operate.
And this is what I mean, like, and this is my point. Like somebody that's watching in the audience is projecting that I'm aggressive today, and I'm not, and I'm in a great mood.
You spicy every day. It's just you're the
I'm me every day. I'm satisfied with life every day. Okay, a ray of sunshine every day. Amen. I'm passing it back to you, Hank, because Hank, I really want to know what you have to say.
Hank just as confused as the rest of us.
No, don't put that jacket on me.
You just said you was confused.
Nah, you confused me. That's what made the problem.
You said I confused you even more. That means you was already confused.
If I got you. If look here, I don't know what he was talking about. He sound crazy to me. I don't agree with nothing he said. But if a woman is a nurturing type woman, and that's what she's showing me, that's what she is. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't want just a bunch of goddamn talk. Ladies, if you getting a man who's just talking and that's all he does is talking and his actions don't follow up with his conversation, you wasting your time. Fellas, you the same. Action speaks louder than any damn words. So if she's doing these things that I expect of her to do, and she's going out with it, if she's cooking me 2-3 days a week, okay, man, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I expect. I'm okay with she's doing laundry, she's doing the dishes, she's keeping her home clean, she's making sure everything is nice and neat and placed in order. I'm okay with that. Why wouldn't I want that? As a man, if that's what I'm looking for, and I'm getting that, matter of fact, I'm getting even more, why not? Why wouldn't I want to be committed and put a ring on it? Why wouldn't I want to bless her and then I'm not gonna fat her for other frogs eating? Hell no. I need to go and make her an honest woman. But if I'm going to sit there and play around and do this bullshit, no, that's just bullshit. Ladies, if you expecting marriage, you better say it up front. If your expectations within a 1 to 2 year time frame, you expect to be married or looking to get married, you better be doing that and saying it. Let it be known. Because if you're not, man, we're going to play house as long as we can. We're not going to sit there and put a ring on it if we don't have to. You're not going to get that out of us. But if that's your expectations, now we either got to shit or get off the pot. Now we got to make a decision. But ladies, you better hold us to it. Let me say that. If that means you need to walk away because he's not living up to what he said he's going to do and your expectations, then you got to be willing to do that.
I want to say this real quick because Hank, you just made me think about Big Sean. I don't know if you guys heard his statement about Janae that just came out. And I think they said they were dating for over 8 years. They have a baby together, 2-year-old, I believe. And Big Sean was like, things have to be perfect before he gets married. Like that to me is the ultimate red flag. Like there's no relationship that ever gets to a place of perfection. And if a man is saying, y'all have to have a perfect relationship before you get married, that's like a sign to run. I don't know any other, like that's a sign to run. There's never going to be a perfect relationship. And just him saying that mentality is scary. And women just stay year after year thinking eventually this man is going to marry me. And he's done said in so many ways, this ain't what I want. And women aren't listening. They're not. So I agree with you, Hank. Yeah.
All right. Well, bring Jay Prince up. He wanted to say something on this topic. What's going on, Jay Prince?
What's up, JR? What's going on, everybody?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Pretty good. I think from listening to these conversations, we've been having these conversations for a few years. I was classified in this space with one of the lowest grade of a man, which was a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Right? And before I got here, in my Pookie and Ray Ray RAM, I got my results throughout my whole life, right? Even though it's going to be some issues, I think it's issues from Pookie and Ray Rays all the way up to the uppity people. But how is it that by me being a Pookie and Ray Ray, I could come up here and finally get the results that these men complaining that don't exist no more in women. I found the woman in this YouTube space who will be classified like as a middle class type of woman, on her way to becoming a lawyer. She 3 years away from becoming a lawyer, and she sacrificed all of that to be with me and work up under my program in my hot dog business. On top of that, she don't have no kids. She's 28. She's beautiful, and to help me raise my 3 kids. And I'm a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So if I don't understand how these top notch men cannot find, if I can find it, no matter what type of, because I notice every time a man like me get a woman of some type of status, they gonna try to berate her to say, oh, she ain't this, she ain't that. Or you find out she done dated somebody else, oh, she'll pass around. I don't know how you can be passed around by dating one person, but I would say every woman that you meet in our between the ages of 25 and up, she done been with other men. So why is these men still complaining? And one more thing to close. A lot of people come on these talk shows and talk about what makes sense. A lot of that stuff, y'all, it makes perfect logical sense, right? It's perfect sense. But in reality, it's totally different. What you will do and what makes sense is two different things. I have been in relationships, and I know a lot of other men has been in relationships, and they start off with all of these standards. But when they got into these relationships, a lot of those standards went out the window. And most times, men typically, when you trying your best to approach and get a woman's approval, how you gonna have all of these standards when you going out your way to try to win this woman over to you? I see a lot of these men throw away their standards left and right to get this woman to even take her on to agree to a date. So all of these supposedly standards and stuff like that, I think it don't happen. Y'all might not have a good way with women, and I'm gonna shut up after this. I don't think that it work out with women because how the way y'all approach them. You're approaching them, telling them, lying, say you're gonna give them the world. A woman have to do this, baby. I'm your man. You don't have to lift a finger, baby. You promising these women all this type of stuff. So when she got with you, she gave you a shot. That's what she expect. Well, a nigga like me, Pookie and Rayway gonna tell you what it is. That's part why we winning. Go ahead. I'm done.
What's wrong, Sway?
Women.
No, I made a joke about JP in my head, man. I didn't want to.
What's the joke? I like jokes.
I was gonna say, yeah, you look like you slay hot dogs for a living.
Actually, I'll be selling wings and everything, man. We
Hey, no, hey,
sold
look,
out.
I ain't gonna lie to you
Me and
though.
my girl, we sell out every night.
No, I'm proud of you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, because it's hard getting that shit. Especially when it comes to food, it's hard getting that shit off the ground. So it was just a joke, man. You know, I gotta slang a joke every now and again.